welcome one person. Yeah, so this is late night over here, which I hopefully is American time, just early morning over there. Just I have a lot to review, so I'm just getting this out of my way first. The official first third-party Tobot X model kit. Number 1. Assemble in numerical order, so let's start with the head. A runners. Right there. There's the head. E4. The back of the head with an old little axe on there. That's kind of cute for a super mecha series stylized design. And this is how I prefer to shave off the sprues. Just kind of slice a knife on it. Okay, now to get the poly caps. F6. Right here. Guess that goes into here. Kind of slots in there. Hello. Hello there. So that's the main. Yeah, of course, the main original Tobot X is remembered, though. Good choice for the first model kit. Okay, here it is. D1. Okay, I'm gonna have to put it on a surface for me to do the slice cut technique. Okay, I can just twist this off, then slice it off. Be nice slice. Okay, the connector's in the way, so this is gonna be a slightly trickier than I thought on camera. Okay, I think we got it. Here's the head again. Slot. Nope, I still need to trim those. Don't you love it when the runners, the sprue marks are right in the meshing points? Part separator. Realistically, I should be taking a sander to this. Be right back with a sanding file. Be right back. I am back with the sanding file. You're still gonna shade out with a knife. Okay, you know what? Yeah, look at the original Tobot axe just sitting in the background here. He could sit. Yep, this original toy. It is that very famous toy from one of my most viewed reviews ever. The very same. In pretty nice condition, pretty clean, pristine condition. Yeah, so he's just gonna sit in the background while I build a new and better version of him. Then we just readjust the poly cap again. Readjust the poly cap here. Oops. Okay. That's slightly better, but slightly better flush. I am very fickle here, aren't I? I just want it to be perfect, but I can't exactly, and this is all. I usually don't make this super flush. Because I'm frankly afraid of sanding off too much. And just scratch at it. I'm gonna be here all day if I keep doing this. So let's just move on to the next part. A19. No, okay, not yet. Not yet. The A parts. Where are you, A19? Oh, here it is. That little head crest there. Ah, great. And switching that off, and then gonna have to shade that off again. Yeah, just slots over there. So funny you put the central crest in first, and then clear part. Jeez. There is his face. That's all of its face. Oh yeah, also these little runners off to the side. Nubs. Nubby. Okay, got my nippers. So let's see if I can just kind of just nip that a bit off. Nippity nip. Hello, Wax World, my biggest fan, and your biggest fan. Yeah, so I hope they keep doing these model kits. I mean, I expect a yearly release, like once a year, one Tobot model kit a year. If this really takes off. Okay, that's kind of flush in there. Now for the orange parts. I took the liberty to spray paint this thing with a lovely Tamiya metallic orange. Just to make it feel much more premium looking. It's not exactly the same color as this, but it evokes that feel, that premium feel. The transformery feel. The new car feel. Now, B34 and B35. Right here, right in the middle. Yeah, okay, I guess I'll try the trimmers. I do different methods of cutting, which depending on in the mood. Yep. I'm afraid I'm okay. I'm afraid of nipping something. Okay, then the nip. Take the rest of the nip here. Careful, I don't want to scratch off the lovely metallic paint. I ain't gonna get this carpet dusty and messy and with all sort of plastic granules, microplastics. Yeah, I think no, okay, no, I know, okay, the nub is still cat. I don't know where to stop. Alright, down to shaving, and I'm gonna accidentally snip something off of you. Okay. After trying all these methods, I think the knife is just the most precise, the quick and precise. I don't know what I was doing there. Okay, so that forehead crest goes right here, that hole there, that hole on his crest. Nice snap, although I'm not sure that went all the way. Okay, now it's going in all the way. Nice frictiony paint snap. I also lightly coated the inside of this for some reason, I guess just in case if some parts are seen on the underside. Close shave. Okay, this is going to be a bit trickier. Okay, cut away from yourself with a grip on tiny parts. Okay, good. Okay, good. So if anyone has any questions about Transformers in general, or Lego, or my life, feel free to ask away while I tinker around with this. Okay, I think it might have shown a little bit of a flash mark there, but yeah, nice, lovely orange. Crest in 2 parts, and then B40. Number 40. And I ain't gonna twist those off. Twist and then knife it off. I only spray painted this like 3 hours ago, so it doesn't feel painty anymore. It doesn't feel goopy anymore. So that's, I think the Tamiya paints, any model paints, dry pretty quick. Although I think generally recommended is like 24 hours, but I can't wait that long. Okay, so nice hollow central cheeks. Yeah. There goes the head again. Okay, inner sprue mark is gonna. That is gonna be really annoying. Why is there an inner sprue mark? Okay, slight battle damage. Anyway, that flushes to this side. That flushes to that side, I think. Okay, before I push it in, I'm just gonna also have to get his face, his little lip. Hello, Pax VFRM. Welcome to the live stream of the first Tobot model kit. I don't know if I should do chin first or side guard first. Okay. I think this is slightly better, just sticky. Still have to get it into its clear face as well. If I cut off the sprues of that properly, then hopefully it will. It's not exactly flushing. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take the chin off again and then just put this back on. Just try to get it to the. I feel like I'm gonna snap that clear plastic off. Boy. I'm gonna try the other side first to see if that actually works. So. I think that worked pretty well in spite of the flash sprue mark. While this is not quite working. Oh dear. Okay, I guess I just put in the plastic first and then just kind of, yep, just kind of pull it in. Okay, maybe we need to push into the face all the way in. All the way in. Come on. Yee. Why aren't you getting in here? Come on, get in there. Gotta take a closer eye look at it. Excuse me. I realize that's because I didn't exactly put in the clear face all the way. I wonder what could. Wait. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I am gonna have to pull this off again because I don't know what sort of sprue mark I missed there to make sure that so that this thing doesn't sit in all the way. Okay, just gonna push it back in again. Hold. Hold. Okay, maybe it's clashing in with the white here. Yeah. Oh boy. I feel like that's not perfectly straight. That's not perfectly straight up. That's not perfect straight. Okay, I'm gonna pull this head crest apart and just try to realign this thing. Okay, just gonna slide into this side first, the problematic side first, and then just slide all the way in. It's still, man. Is there something in there? Is there something in there? Is the tab not? I mean, no, the tab is still there, but man, man. You know what? I'm just gonna put in the ear side first, then. Yeah, ideally it should be like this. And then this goes in here, but maybe I should move the white head too. Prepare to have your parts exasperated. Okay, yeah, okay, that was little more tedious than I needed to. Okay, that worked. That worked. Sorry about my amateurish plow model building. I've only did like 3 to 4 times. This is probably my 4th. Okay, with that head complete, behold the new stylized guy. Like, compared to the original head, he looks like a wee little baby. And now he just grown up, much more anime mecha style. While this still has some hard angles here, but then just you see some sort of slimmer things, much more crestier. Although I guess it does away with the little circular things on his forehead. Or I guess those are like antenna or something. Okay, hello Star Productions. Glad you asked. Just the Transformers. Just guess Tobot Act will be complementing Autobot Megatron and classic G1 style Optimus Prime. And also, I have a classic Gundam hidden inside this box. Hidden inside the pre-built Universe Gundam box. Okay, now neck. Now for the neck. Here's the neck. Hello, Cruz Sovietico. I see the chat. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Optimal Optimus. Welcome to the stream, and I keep getting the questions, seeing those questions all around about the famous Tobot Datos heroes. I always say be patient. Usually takes a whole year after the Korean launch. Yeah, so the last episode of Tobot Datos Heroes Season 3 just aired today. It did reveal something about Dr. M. Not gonna spoil it here. But I guess maybe it was already kind of spoiled in the beginning of this season 2 part 3, but kinda half did not expect it. Oh yeah, and that's for Sovietico. What do you think of the original axe design? I guess he's kind of cute, even if he's kind of cutesy. Yeah, so for the distribution of this, I'm going to talk about this in this dedicated review, but I guess it should be cropping up in more sellers soon. So if you can find it on eBay or Gmarket, it'll probably pop up there. So just keep looking around on eBay and Gmarket that has international shipping. Cutting away at the knifeys with the neck sprues, the dreaded neck sprues. Okay, I think that's pretty flush except for the bottom ball socket. Ah, no. Okay, oops, I forgot. I forgot about this sprue. Yeah, I guess I prefer the knife because I might have kind of worn out these little cuticle cutters by now. I mean, yeah, of course, a tip, but I've been using this since 5 years, and I kind of stupidly decided to cut something metal with this. So there's a little gap there, so I guess afraid it's not perfectly straight anymore. I also have standard wire cutters, but I know those will have a tapered edge, the tapered edge in here, so that's not perfectly ideal for sprue cutting. That's why I have multiple tools. Okay, yep. So somehow I think the hobby knife is the most precise for cutting off loose sprues like this. If the surface allows, if there's any pegs in the way, that's going to be a little bit tricky to work around. This should do. Oh, you mean Dato's Heroes? Tobot why he's a car against a helicopter? So I think my practical explanation for that is just because after the events of season, after the events of the original season, they really didn't have much need to use for a helicopter anymore. And I think a helicopter would be harder to maintain and fuel up and just for maintenance than just a car in a garage. And plus, a helicopter needed a specialized launch pad to launch there. So I don't know what happened to that original Tobot base. So when they needed a garage, he went back to a car, a more fuel efficient car. Hello, Commander. I know you keep bringing up that Tobot Y is directly influenced by Cybertron evac, but I don't think that's the main factor. Just it's original. It has its own original things. It's just shared engineering. Is engineering a trademark thing? Okay, now I'm just ranting. Now on to the torso. A triple changing Tobot. I don't know how that would work from a Hyundai car to some other secondary mode. Maybe a beast. But there's Ultra Commander, the Space V Tobot, so that's the first triple changer. Yeah, I guess with the current rotation, I guess they're gonna just. I wonder how long the main three are just gonna stay in those original Hyundai cars. Maybe until the new Hyundai models come out, like in 3 to 4 years' time, I predict. Galaxy Detective Season 3, or Tobot V Space Guardian. I guess bit of a short one. I guess they had a bit more of a linear story going on there, but still has that episodic craziness, that episodic space fantasy. Bit of a shame it ended in the cliffhanger. Quote unquote shame, but there were a few more story plots. Maybe it felt a little meandery. I don't know if it was going anywhere. Then A27. Yeah, I imagine all sorts of implications if you bring biological fathers to Transformer robots. Okay, so for you, start 2, 3, 5, and 1. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess I can see some of the linear points on season 2 going slightly better. And then the first season just really gave a really bad impression, so I guess that's why all the arrows. Polycap F5. Okay, I am not cutting those, and hopefully I'm just gonna wing it. Okay, I guess you have time to explain, Star. I don't know what I'm doing here. Just being risky. I am being risky with Shaven. Okay, that's slightly better. I wonder what this is gonna be used for, like a chest. Okay, now headlights. You know what? Okay. Okay, Axe, you can prop up my instructions. Everyone should be seeing the instructions. This works. Snippers. Yeah, maybe we should revisit Athlon sometime. Yeah, I guess I imagine for the old fans, they just didn't follow Galaxy Detectives at all. Dan Morrissey's sound the alarm. Oh yeah, that. I didn't realize there was all of that kind of somber piano music between and after the epic rock chorus there. Yep, so that is a non-licensed chest. That is technically not based on a real car, but it has similarities. Okay, just gonna twist that out of it. Wink. Oh no, your poor mental state. I think I kind of spray painted a little bit weird there, so there's a little glomp on there, but I'm gonna cover up with this decal. I guess I'm hesitant to use sandpaper, so that's why I have a little sanding file, and even though I do go a little light on it. Okay, I think that's good enough. That's good enough for me, then. Just gently push that in. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess you're out to lose that much. Yeah, so of course he returned in season 2. Okay, now A16 here. A16 has 2 joints. Okay, I guess this weird joint is A6 and A16. Of course, everyone wants those fan favorites. I guess hope Dado Hero runs long enough where the returning characters are reintroduced one at a time. Yeah, at least they have a network. They do have a phone network. They did establish a phone network so they can stay in touch with each other. That's how Nathan got back in to that story. Okay, so I'm wondering what this neck is. Okay, now. Okay, A4. A4 is the back. Oh, look at that. Look at that mechanical spine. This kind of looks organic. I guess these kind of pistons that imply bones, just I don't know, over detailing just really tickles the brain, I guess. If I really press it, I can just cut this off in like 1 to 2 strokes. Okay, now polycap F1. Okay. I wonder what this. Okay. I guess he has a wiggleable chest. Because this. Okay, maybe need to push it in a bit more. Okay, there we go. And then polycap in here. Now for his torso. So kind of looks like a car grill, and I guess this is kind of just standing in for his original sliding chest bumper design like this. So no, actually it's kind of standing in for a little curved grillature here. Just all centered in, just taken up by spine. No, just tubes. Delicious tubes. Gonna take a sip. I should be more efficient at this. Yeah, I guess at least this one in particular doesn't have that many stickers. I guess I imagine for Gundam, you have all of those water slide decals if you really want to make that mech look really pretty. But I think water slides are better than stickers, maybe. I don't know, depending on curved surfaces. I think I tried that. So, okay, so the torso connects to the front here. So so that way he can do the side to side. Ooh, look at all that. Look at all those joints. Triple joints to get those torsos in. That's butterflies and shoulder outs. Yep, Tobot mini stickers are still kind of a hassle, real hassle to put together. Tobot Triton's mini stickers are the worst because they're different papering material. Okay, now 8. Okay, let's see. 17, 18, and 9. Okay, here's 9. Shave. Okay, so that's... Let me get A11, the back side here. Nice little vents and little round holes. Okay, now for some precise shaving. Precise shaving. Oh yeah, I do have the original. Excuse me, on my phone. I do have the original Tobot Giga 7 release in Korea, but I did make a cameo of it. But I didn't make a full review of it. I don't know if I really should have jumped on that golden version, the one with the golden cheese wheels, because I think that's... Yep, that's my watch. That's my smart watch that somehow turned on. Bixby. Okay, now to put this on. Holes. Triple shoulder joining. You can shrug. This Tobot axe can shrug. More fine shrugging than the transformation. I don't know why I decided not to review that, because I guess it just wasn't that interesting for me, though. It did cameo in my Tobot V Classic review because Night. But that's about it. And I missed my chance to get the black and gold version. Unless I find it used. But I'm not really that motivated to get Tobot combiners as much as the other Korean Transformers out there. Why I'm not interested in Tobot combiners? Polycap F2. Well, I guess you can have a Photoshop answer to that, and also that new special color redeco of the Daedalus Hero Neo Triton. I guess you can have some good ideas. I guess the more neutral colors of white, gray, and silver could probably look better on that Triton with their colors exactly as they are than just with colorful colors. Ooh, nice torso. He's looking. Okay, this doesn't exactly do the. It's double jointed, but that doesn't exactly do the forward necky thing as I would have liked. But anyway, neck, very big neck. Okay, A13 and 14. Little side braces. Yeah. Side braces. Yeah, I guess one didn't quite get that. Would have been better for us as a back skirt. Maybe some. If there are so many talented modders out there, they probably did do a fix for that. That's what happens when I pull on these. Okay, so yeah, just see if you can verbally articulate that. Sorry, I guess I don't feel like really going back to reviewing old toys unless I have a real good reason to. Just unless I have like I really have nothing else to review or do other projects. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My opportune window for that mini Giga 7 has passed. I mean, there's other reviews of it. Maybe a short. Maybe I can do a 3-minute short if that will satisfy you. A32, a nice collarbone. I don't know. Maybe I guess I do like just switching up the Z to kind for the legs, the bulkiest looking one to be the legs. Yeah, but just like this crotch part, except the crotch plate. Okay, I should have not put that head on yet. So just okay. This is not gonna look as pretty, if I just having the screw marks all right here. New Neo is a fancy way to say new, and that's not in the Korean name. I think that's just something made up for the dub, just to differentiate it from the old Triton. I guess I could see how they could mix it, how they decided to mix it up with Z, the bulkiest being the load-bearing legs. I guess I am kind of liking that idea. Just, you know, the crotch plate. It's all down to the crotch plate. Yeah, but I can see why they skipped right back to, or skipped Titan and went right to Tritons, because I guess Titan was more of a mid-development thing. Just, they were starting off small with just 2, but since they started off with all 3, it makes sense they just jumped into combining all 3. Hey, but if this does well after a model kit Y and a model kit Z, I guess I do hope they do a model kit Titan and a model kit Triton. That would be nice. Oh yeah, it's fresh. Yeah, nice. The collarbone really filled that out. Okay, sticker 4. Okay, now the X, the titular Toki slot. Oh, Axe. Even if you're kind of new, you're still flopping at the shoulders. Okay, let me just get 22 and 23 for the shoulder guards. Right here, the shoulder guards. They're kind of inverse. Spruzies. Okay, cut them. Even if I snip this, I always prefer just slicing it off. I do meat. Oop. What, like a remake of Rescue 3? Like a model kit Rescue 3 if it ever goes that far? Oh yeah, so I guess shoulder fillers that also articulate with the rest of it. Very dynamic. That kind of collapses in and kind of spreads out. I mean, I guess I'm just hoping the Chinese Tobot toy line eventually makes a new, smaller version of the Rescue 3 that's a bit more articulated, maybe just like upsized mini. But they really didn't do anything for 2024, not even the Chinese season 3, so maybe that's for next year. I guess I'm not familiar with the Sammy Bot toys. Is enough for me to remember that. I was kind of winging it. Maybe paint on paint sliding wasn't exactly a good idea. So, oh, you can just put that here. Then, well, like, isn't that Gunpla? Isn't that what Gunpla is? I guess maybe Blockies would be a more fair comparison. I'm just gonna leave this for like a finishing touch. It looks pretty good without it. Okay, now just for B30. I wonder what part of the car these are supposed to represent. I guess collapsed fenders and collapsed wheel guards. Swing. 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 I'm still. I mean, still at this step. So, yeah, that's a very interesting stylistic choice for the booster pack. Okay, so I guess I kind of underpainted this, but yeah, it's on the inner side, so this top is very slightly orange. Swing. 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 I am being very risky. Swing. Where is this going? I guess I'm kind of an impatient model kit builder, because I just don't feel like I don't know if that file's that effective. Okay, I'm gonna just reattach that. Okay, just reattach that, then just gonna go at it from the top. Go at the peg from the top. Yeah, that's slightly better. I think I just flex that over. Okay, I think that's slightly better now. Okay, nice and snapped. I'm an American. And then moved back. And then moved to Korea. Okay, nice and snappy. Now for the totally fictional boosters. Imagine you could wave dash with this booster. Green energy boost. I guess that's an emoji. I guess it's appearing blank there in the chat right now. Big booster and then 4 auxiliary boosters. I guess I'm a bit unscripted. I tend to go unscripted. I usually let my mouth run faster than my brain. And I also might, sometimes I tend to speak too fast, so I have to really put conscious effort into it to actually just speak clearly. Okay, so that's all the holes. And then 4 individual little caps there in the A section. No, that's the E's. Getting on to sprue E. 2 sprue E's. Yep. I think these are like identical ones. Just for each limb, and then now just pull off these little boosters. Okay, 23 is on the top, 24 is on the bottom. Man, I really whitened that one egg. Yeah, I guess that's what I expect the model kit. So if I wanted to... really tighten those joints, I think there's several methods to do it. Yep. There's my runner again. Okay, now I need to use these little fasteners. Just use these to fasten them. Okay, B5 goes on the bottom. Yeah, I'm assuming the bottom auxiliary boosters are slightly bigger than the top auxiliary boosters. I mean, I assume most plow model plastic kits qualities are all pretty the same. I don't know for the build. I'm not sure in terms of build quality and enjoyability. Okay, I'm just gonna take the snippets to these ones. Okay, I think there's no specific direction in which these tiny little tri-prong boosters go, so I just... whatever. Okay, I think they are the same size. I mean, it would be a little annoying if they were slightly bigger than the other. Nice metallic orange boosty. Just gonna twist those off. I guess I would be without a booster and then just maybe have to call customer service to see if Academy will actually send replacement whole sprues like these. Fortunately, that hasn't happened yet. So, okay, now the other runner, the other E runner, has all of these little boosters here. Now, I guess I imagine this is like an Elseworlds, just a different continuity of Tobot, where this one came from. Maybe this is the Tobot anime. imagine this design would be perfect for a 2D anime. For what good story reason would the Tobots need to go back to old technology and hardware? Okay, not to worry, it's still here. They have a white table. Yeah, so I think there's just like an elsewhere. Yeah, I just imagine what sort of new universe would this design of Tobot X alone would apply. What sort of universe he would be in. Okay, now for the B5. No, A28. This conical thing. Yep, so I imagine that if this takes off really well, they will develop one new Tobot model kit per year. So hopefully exactly 1 year from now, we will have our hands on a Tobot Y model kit. Or 1.5 months. 1 and 6 months. This kind of looks like Rocket's booster. Rocket's rocket. Shuttle's rocket. Yeah, I'd imagine like in the 2026, if this goes on a consistent schedule, I guess a model kit Z would also be great. Yeah, this kind of looks like Galaxy Shuttles booster. Or Galaxy V Rocket or Galaxy Detective Shuttles. Okay, let's just put that theory to the test. Let me go get my rocket. Is this a design coincidence? It's just a coincidence. The insides are slightly different. I don't know. I somehow prefer his original name, Rocket, even though he's technically a shuttle. Rocket or shuttle? Shuttle rocket. I know. No. Yeah, it's right there. Rocket. I guess just he doesn't always have to be exactly named. Just kind of imply it. Just rocketing speed. Okay, for real, which one do you think was the stupidest Tobot V name change? Or which one? I mean, there were some that were improvements like Lightning to Arc Bolt or Classic to Paragon. And that fell out. Okay, so that sits pretty nicely. And now a little cover to put that all together, like this little cover. Oh, yeah. King Quatron, although Q is easier to say than F for some reason. my iPad's running low. Gotta plug it. Plug it in. Just to check the battery. Okay. Okay, so nice booster, and that top one keeps falling off. Oh dear. Maybe we should put some cement on it. We're talking about the Tobot V dub changes. When Tobot V was renamed to Tobot Galaxy Detective, so were some of their Tobot names. I think I talked about each of them in my mini Tobot reviews. Name changes, localized name changes. Nice boost. So if this could actually transform, can you imagine where all of the windscreen would go? I guess the windscreen just magically disappears. Windscreens are the bane of most car transformers because it's usually a big slab on the back. Okay, now it's time for his crotch. C. Tobot C. Okay, that was a bad joke. Okay, so it's one of those model kits. So it does have some side to side. And yeah, I guess although being mounted in the front, it's not the most ideal for like an ab crunch or a back arc. So yeah, I guess I don't know why they mounted this. Why they didn't mount this directly on the top, but rather on the front. But it does the side to side. Maybe that's the most important thing. So I don't know. Maybe these leg sliders will kind of compensate for that. And to get the okay, the 24, the hip connectors were kind of right in the middle there. Swing and swing and swing. 안녕하세요, TV님. 네, 원래는 주황색인데 그냥 내가 이거는 한번 도색해봤어요. 이런 스프레이 페인트 한번 칠했어요. 이런 더 매력적인 주황색으로 만들기. 이런 키아시고를 딱 맞추게. Okay, I guess see you later, Commander. 네, 감사합니다. Okay, so my Korean is intermediate, so I just passively learned it. I mean, I really should get around to be more active in learning it because if I'm living here, I should really communicate more efficiently. Okay, now leg slider. Okay, 2 caps to C8 and C7. C sections. Oh, that's great. Okay, and then in between, I gotta put in the polycaps. Gotta. Whoops, I realized I actually put some blue paint. I actually smothered some blue paint on here. I'm gonna have to put that on. I'm gonna have to wipe that off with some alcohol later. What is the best and worst season from the original Tobot series? Yeah, I guess maybe I'm not that much good media literate. Maybe I'm not that media literate. Just you have to really think about what just makes a good or bad story because I'm not sure if I feel too emotionally for these stories. So I thought of that myself, whether which ones I felt like were just kind of weak in plot points or just kind of rushed or maybe a little underdeveloped. I'm not sure really. This shows how its quality generally throughout was very good. Okay, I guess season 16, the one with the gaming. I guess maybe I could kind of see how that's a little slight contrivances, like stakes. Just kind of the weird things that the villains put the parents and the kids through. And I guess about season 18, I guess maybe new characters. Maybe new characters felt a little too ragey. Okay, so those are the polycats for his iconic side skirts. And now for his iconic windows, the back windows that magically shrunk into this size. Huh, so that is a real phenomenon. Of course I thought they would, but it's interesting that RetroBot would make that video game sound, and somehow I guess the dub somehow tried to downplay that by just by him not hearing that sound and just losing the game like a normal kid. Okay, just gonna slice that off a bit. No, I think. Yeah, I didn't notice it. I'm not sure what that phenomenon is called. What sort of high pitched frequencies would make that happen? So, I mean, I think it's pretty brazen for RetroBot to actually have that. Make sure to know. I don't know if that would warrant a content warning issue. It's just as bad as don't think it's bad as epilepsies, but the Pokemon, that infamous strobing Pokemon episode I'm thinking of right now. Yeah, his iconic roof that is now split into two, so totally flattened. Okay, and now there's a little poly cap that double connects both of those. Okay, now C12. Why do I decide to knife in the screw? I think that's just cutting it right at the bud just gets a bit more precise, so that's a bit risky. Like me shredding I shredded, I kind of ripped the carpet surface there. Great. Okay, so I guess ball socket cups go up. And while I cut off the sprue off of that. Okay, that's okay. Now we have some nice little butt flaps, but now that they're split, I guess they're a little bit more freeing than if it was just one big slab. Okay, now for its front. Let me get section C9. Right here. Axe. My favorite color was green, but then I eventually shifted to red. I mean blue. Why did I say red? I meant blue. As a kid, I thought I liked green, but I felt like I gravitated more toward a blue. Maybe that's why he's blue, partially blue. Clear part G2. Generation 2. Okay, so that X just kind of slots over that X. Okay, I should really commit to shaving it all off before I slot in anything. Okay, now his little side skirt things that are on ball sockets. Twist them off. Before that, just put the little armor pieces on there. The B27 and 28. No, wait. B27's over here. You know why I said B27. Okay, just for these oddly angled pieces, I just prefer twisting off and then just shaving off. Ooh, that's a really weird one. Okay. Okay, now to see if that slots in. Okay, maybe I'm doing the wrong way. Oh, yep. Okay, I think. Wait. Nope. I think this was the right way. Just now, I'm not sure exactly how this. Okay, that slots over. You think it's. How did this is that? Okay, it kind of got there. Just kind of clipped over. Okay, nice and flush. The clear purple axe crotch with slightly adjustable side skirts. That's just more aesthetic, but slightly wiggly. Okay, now for the white part. Little bottom crotch here. Okay, that worked in spite of a slight sprue flash on the X. Now to bring that all together. Yeah, I know I intentionally let this split out, but I thought logic would mean slightly spreading out means slightly more friction when with that slightly tight slots in. Okay, that's kind of a tight waist swivel now. Concerningly tight? Yep, okay, that's concerningly tight. Yes, I still see the chat. Okay, so... yeah, only the white is on the bottom here, not... the rest of it's hitting my gunmetal. Okay, so I am just gonna be inserting one of these doors for now. I'm gonna do this off screen to remove the paint off of this one. So just this door for now, just so you get the feel of it. Transformation. Okay, that was me trying to say it in Russian because I've been seeing a lot of Russian Tobot for some reason. And that reason is just I've been on like private internet streams to watch Tobot and other Russian and Disney stuff. So I guess on Saturdays, I guess on the weekends, we're watching Tobot episodes. Okay, I still missed the slight spray on top of here, but it shouldn't be that noticeable. It gradients pretty nicely enough. Okay, just be careful with that. Funny to think that this door is just about the same size as this 1/36 scale car. Pyanshin and transformation. A whole robot body grows out of this door that stays the same size. Imagine that little wheel cover here. Yep, so very interesting design choice to shrink the car doors and the skirt flap, the butt skirt. Because that is not realistic. I mean, I guess this is more of a transformery feel where their body parts shrink. Maybe in some anime where there's nanotechnology where giant surfaces can just shrink into smaller surfaces. Imagine that. Okay, gonna get a chug of water and then onto the arm. $15, $8, and $9. So I decided for my custom, I decided to paint these shoulders in sky blue. Yeah, it's basically to match this original Tobot Axe's blue shoulders. You know, Tobot Axe has not seen blue as a secondary accent color ever since the original toy, so I just wanted to put something of that back in. Yeah, so that goes there, that goes there. Okay, I did put 2 coats of blue paint on this, so I don't know if that glomped any well. Slightly glomped, but should be covered by most of the kibble armor. Yeah, I'm wondering if they are going to do more variants of the Tobot kit. You know, I would expect a red Great Tobot Axe, but if not, this is a gunpla. You could just take any color you want and just spray it over. Just spray with with whatever color you want to make a colorful rainbow of Tobot Axes as if they were mass-produced machines. E18. Sprue number 18. Yeah, get right here. On a side micro note, I believe I did see a kid with that rare micro Tobot axe crossing the street one time several years ago, but who knows? I think most of them just ended up in the landfill or just because they're kind of fragile things. So it'll be a lucky day if somebody decides to put that up for sale and then just disappear in minutes or just sell it for hundreds of dollars. 17. E17. Okay, right here. Season 9, I mean, then I guess the International Tobot season would only have like one season. I mean, I'm not sure the story really declined after that. I mean, they had new ideas. They still had ideas to keep going, at least. I guess I appreciate that. Also, this is like a new shoulder design here. I guess that sort of evokes tail lights, headlights. I was considering painting these blue, just like a little highlight, but I just went with the more accurate shoulders. Now, how did that slot in? That slots in here. Oh, wait, before I do that, I had to put on the little axe. This is the wheel holder. Yeah, maybe it's a theory that, but because it was so popular, Young Toys demanded they keep going. Okay, now to sandwich that. That's kind of a loose one, huh? It's kind of a loose one, and then nice double shouldery. B17 and 18. Oops. B17. I'm gonna do the risky slice cut again. Yeah, Galleant. Yeah, I guess I've seen that's just constantly reissued. I think they just kind of reissue more of the same sets than producing more ones frequently, so. I am adventurous. I am not going to be adventurous here. Okay, so I can see the slight drawback of using knives to cut it right off of the sprue. Okay, so that should sandwich there. That should sandwich. Sandwich. Oops. Now for the wheel. The extra add-on wheel. The exclusive 3D printed one. So I took some time the last night to really cut that out. So these are the stock wheels, while these are the new printed wheels with the Tobot tire axe here engraved on here as if they were branded tires. And also these are hollowed out. So they feel more substantial than just these solid pieces. And there's even a little pump valve there. I mean, the place where you put your pump in to inflate it. I almost cut that off thinking that was just a sprue mark, but there is no sprue mark with 3D printing, so. And I only painted the surfaces that would be visible. Now to assemble the rest of this. Brake rotors. And now that's going to be hidden. Yeah, I put some matte, flat, black plastic to really mask it. And then slot that in. Yeah, I think that's gonna. That's not gonna hold. Silly me. But yeah, this kind of design doesn't let it roll really. How was I supposed to sandwich it here? I think the instructions were only online, so. Okay, let me just take this apart and just see if we can sandwich that back in again. Maybe the other way around, or maybe I'm just. These are two different sets of tires, so Might have grabbed the wrong hubcap or brake rotor or something. Okay, that was pointless. Maybe you do need to glue this. Yeah, I'm not sure if I exactly pay much attention to Minecraft Tobot content. Because I don't know if someone can really, someone has to get started somewhere to eventually make a masterpiece of a Minecraft statue. I'm just gonna balance it, figure this out later. But ideally, this 3D printed part should like kind of slot in here. Just kind of somehow. Ideally, that just sounds like picture pin perfect. Why do I say picture perfect? It's not picture perfect. I am afraid of handling the resin. I'm afraid of flexing it. Okay, it's slotting in. It's slotting. It's slotting. It's going. It's going. Okay. Yay. Okay, got some sprue mark on it. Yeah, so extra brake rotor detail that's gonna be hidden here. Okay, so that's attaches directly to the base, so doesn't matter if it's like this. So that is definitely looking much more prettier than the stock wheel. I don't know whose idea was it to. I don't know who designed it. Whose idea was it to have these extra models? That's technically not accurate. These stock wheels are technically more accurate to the original Tobot Axe toy, but I think these are slightly more accurate to the Kia Soul. Yeah, I only painted one wheel, so just one wheel for now. But this is nice. I wonder... No, I was thinking if they were going to do official 3D printed add-on parts, you would think they would make like a 3D printed Great Tobot Axe helmet or a green energy blaster. But it's wheels. Okay, now for the arms. 11 and 12. Where's E11? Oh, right here. Okay. There goes the instructions. Polycap F7. Yeah, I guess that's a more compact way than just a giant blaster, but I just had an extra upgrade for more bigger oomph and firepower. Firepower. Excuse me. And then also another E11 polycap. No, there's no polycap. I was just thinking right here. Yep, so to match the blue arms, I only painted the outside of this thing, so I didn't exactly consider how much of that will actually show when this is flexing, so I might have to disassemble this just to see if that's actually going to cover everything, and then for now, let's get to the arms. 9 and 12. 9 and 12. Holes to align the holes. Okay, and that peg goes into the slider here, and then slider here. Okay, I'm gonna have to paint a whole lot more. I thought painting just the front would do it, but I'm just gonna leave this loose. Yeah, but because okay, I guess ideally I should paint everything except the slider rail just around here. But let's see if I can get to the hand. Where does the hand go? Let's see, E25. E25. $25 and $26. Careful. Okay, this part is so thin, it's kind of hard to tell where the runners starts and ends. $26. Okay, let me also get that flash out of the way here. Okay, also going to assemble the hand now. Back to the main tray. I guess I gotta go with just the fist. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a fist. This fist. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, I opened the chat. I'm sorry I didn't answer your question about the blue cop thumb because I thought it was just really obvious from just looking at it that there are no hinges on that thumb. So that thumb does not move. That is just one solid piece. Yeah, sometimes I'm sorry if I'm sometimes a bit selective on what questions I answer. But yeah, there's your answer. That's why Blue Cop S is much better because he has a movable thumb, a movable opposable thumb. Sorry, I thought it was just really obvious from just looking at that plastic if you see a little metal pin in there or not. Okay, now where is B32? Wait. Oh, they only give you one set of hand guards. They just sleeves, little hands coverings. So that means you have to pop out those guards, you know, if you want to change out the hands. Heh. That's kind of disappointing. You know, it might wear it out a bit if you keep popping those on and off. Okay, so there's... Or is it the other way around? Okay, this way. Yep, that's a bit of a tight fit. I don't know how you're going to keep popping that on and off or changing out the hand. Okay, now for his thumb. Oh yeah, and I guess I'm also going to cut out the toe key. Or is this a toe gun? Little barrel. This really does look like a railgun revolver thing. Yeah, I guess if they are going to give a tribute to the original Tobot axe with a toe key, the iconic staple of the toe key, I guess, yeah, this is a creative way to do it. Although I feel like, you know, they don't really use toe keys in new Dados Heroes. I guess I feel like, you know, just because of technology, because advanced technology means, you know, keys kind of becoming obsolete for cars because new cars these days are just more like remote, like proximity keys, proximity remote keys, and also those dang smartphones. So I think we're kind of losing here without any analog keys. Sometimes something social commentary about how analog is phasing out for digital, but sometimes analog is just better. Yep, so that just kind of loosely goes in there. Just looks like a normal key until you pull out that. And then I assume you're just gonna have to pull off his thumb, literally pull off his thumb every time you want to just equip that slot in. And why did I leave it like that? Okay. That's slightly better. Now for his thumb. Where is his thumb? A23. And sprue marks. Yeah, just... Okay, and now for the rings. For B44 and B47 for his wrist guard cuffs. 44 and 47. Yeah, I guess I don't quite get why they put it here. Maybe it feels like just some sort of holder thing. I mean, I guess ideally you just have this off to the side, like while the key materializes. Maybe it would be cool if you could like holster this, like a side holster, like just put that on the car door here. Also, maybe I should consider painting this gold. Just spray paint some gold on here to really make it toy and show accurate. No, actually it was more metallic blue, wasn't it? The original toe key was chrome blue. Poly cap number F8. Okay, I'm just gonna loosely assemble this because am gonna repaint this later. So just to show you how it looks. Hello, Atomic Shadow. Welcome to the stream. I'm just very late to do it. I'm just about finished up assembling the arm. Okay, yeah, just remember which side goes where. Because I just took this off the sprue. I just took this off the sprue and don't remember which way goes where. Okay, like this. Polycap. Della Cotele? Anyway, so it kind of looks like this. Nice blue. That's... I like a little pop of blue on my Tobot X. Yeah, so if there was a theoretical 3D print on for a green energy blaster, I imagine it would just take the place of this little polycap hand. Just like pop off the wrist, put a new cannon on it, or just put it in his hand slot here. Well, you do your username. I'm not sure why you decided to go with that username. Okay, I'm not gonna put these on right now because I'm gonna take this apart later, but I am gonna put on the door for the finishing touch. The door, this door. Is that the left door or the right door? It doesn't say on here. If those car doors were really shrunk, then this is a really elongated car front door. A Kia Soul elongated door. Same size, we just really stretched out. Yep, so certainly interesting reimagining. Like, instead of the car just hanging off the arm like that, instead you have a wheel hanging off of there. Just a wheel, not like this. Instead, it's mounted on the arm. Not sure if you like that drastic design change or not. Okay, let me just cut off that sprue again. Yeah, it's a stylization. Very much a stylization, so. I imagine just nanotechnology just lets it extend like this. Okay, and then there's a little slot here, and then slot that over. So that's a fairly good fit. And then for his neutral special, he wields a gun. Okay, let's see the size comparison so far. So this is definitely looking bigger than the Flame Toy Transform model kits. Yeah, it's shaping out to be really good. Yep, I couldn't resist. I am definitely gonna put that in the main review. Yeah, but I underestimated the painting, so I think I'm just about to call it here for tonight. But yeah, you can see how this really well is shaping up. Oh, now, okay, one of the boosters fell off. I think I'm gonna have to actually cement this. So I guess for next time, either it can be early as 8 a.m. today, or Monday night, depending on if I can actually get up early tomorrow. Yeah, so set your clocks for either tomorrow 8 a.m. where it's evening for the USA, so maybe more people, that's more freeing for people here. Or 8 a.m. same time, like 10 to 11 p.m. Yeah, so thank you, fans. Thank you, Tobot fans and Transformer fans, for tuning into the stream for the assembling of the first ever Tobot model kit with some custom paint. Okay, and let me just check the chat again. Okay, so which of the mini force toys is the best? I think it's just generally the Justice Titan because everyone says that looks the best. That's probably their peak design, although I haven't handled that yet. Okay then, so thanks for watching, and then so this has been KRBrickBot for part 1 of the Tobot model kit live stream building.